A local Kentucky artist is competing for $10,000 in the Pabst Blue Ribbon Beer Art Can Contest.
And we want to help her out. Joining us right now is graphic designer Hayli Strickland, and we are so excited to have you with us on this Valentine's Day. We want to show you some love and help you win this money.
Yay, thank you so much.
So let's talk about the contest. How did you get involved, and you know, where did you find your inspiration for your piece?
Yeah, well, I actually tried out last year and didn't get it. And then this year, whenever I was going into it, my boyfriend and I did a pinky promise that, you know, we would focus in on some of these designs and do them. And so I got to work. From there, I was teaching at UK. I teach there currently, and I was teaching about psychedelic graphic design and posters and whatnot. And so that really helped form the design for the Pabst Blue Ribbon can.
And a lot of people see the designs and you see the artwork, but what really goes into creating this?
Oh, there's a few moving parts that go into it. It's mostly Adobe softwares. I use this opportunity to kind of play around with my iPencil because I've been in graphic design for over 15, 16 years now. And so, yeah, I was very much a desktop gal. So around whenever I started to do this, I started to focus on my iPencil and using programs like Fresco and Illustrator in graphic design. And yeah, I just got to work. I started thinking about different psychedelic designs and music because of the class I was teaching. And one of my favorite bands is Radiohead. So I decided to do a cassette instead because we have this really strong pullback to the 80s right now. And I just kind of went from there. I let my mind really play with it. I was like, oh, what happened? What would it look like if I had his, you know, tape reaching out and grabbing a beer and him walking in the desert. So I just kind of went on a whim of where my brain was going. Like, wouldn't it be cool if, and just let my imagination play there.
I remember tapes, girl. So I love that design. It takes me back to my Backstreet Boys and everything like that. I bet your students are so proud of you to know their teacher is in this contest. And you know, Big Blue Nation is huge. They could really help you win this.
Yes, I love teaching at UK, and I was so happy to tell my students because, you know, I'm probably pretty dorky to them most of the time, but at least this was like, hey, I'm kind of cool. You know?
And there was over 7,000 entries, correct, from 124 countries. So how is that process, and how do you feel that you've made it pretty much down to the final end?
Oh, I'm so honored. I had no idea that this was going to win. You know, I probably entered 7 different designs altogether. And this was the very first one that I did, actually. That tends to happen to me in graphic design. I will design something for somebody and they usually pick the first thing. So it kind of happened that way with this one too. And so I guess my brain's usually got it right, but then my overthinking makes me create more and more stuff.
I can relate to that.
Trust your gut.
Sure, yeah. So let's talk about how people get out and vote for you.
Yeah, so until the 18th, voting ends on the 18th here, and you can vote, I think, as many times as you want. I haven't found anything that says anything against that. And you can go to pabstblueribbon.com/art. You will enter your first name, your last name, and your email, and then you will scroll down and you can see designers, the top 25 designs that you can choose from. Please choose me as one if you do it. And you can choose up to 10 artists or 9 artists along with me, but 10 altogether if you didn't choose me.
I'm just going to choose you 10 times.
Right. I'm going to vote multiple times. Now, if you win, I'm going to actually make it. When you win the $10,000, what do you plan to do with it?
Oh, you know what? I am not 100% sure yet, but I'll definitely use half of it to play with and then half of it to save, I think.
I think that's smart. I like that.
Reasonable, responsible.
I'm to Savannah, Georgia. I love Savannah, Georgia, so maybe I'll plan a trip down there or something like that.
I like it. Well, Hayli, good luck. We're going to be voting, and happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you, and thank you so much for featuring me. And for anybody who votes for me, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Happy to help.
Thanks, Hayli.